Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Learn English with Maria podcast. I'm so glad you're here today, especially since we're kicking off an exciting new series, the Shadowing English Practice Podcast Challenge, Episode 1 for Beginners, Level B1/B2. If you've been looking for a really effective way to improve your English speaking and listening, you've probably heard of shadowing. But what exactly is it, and why is it so powerful? Well, shadowing is basically like being an echo. You listen to a native English speaker, and then at almost the exact same time, you repeat what they say. It's not about understanding every single word perfectly at first. It's about mimicking. You're focusing on their pronunciation, their rhythm, their intonation, basically the music of the language. Why is this so important for your English? Think about it. When you learn a new language, your mouth and your brain aren't used to making those new sounds and patterns. Shadowing trains your mouth muscles, your tongue, and your ears to produce and recognize authentic English sounds. It helps you develop a more natural accent, improve your fluency, and even understand native speakers better because you're internalizing the flow of their speech. It's like a workout for your English speaking muscles. Today, we're going to start our shadowing challenge. This first episode is designed for beginners at the B1 and B2 levels, so don't worry if it feels a little challenging at first. The goal isn't perfection, it's practice. We'll go through some short, clear sentences, and I'll guide you on how to follow along. Remember, consistency is key, and even a few minutes of shadowing a day can make a huge difference. Are you ready to give it a try? Let's dive into our first set of sentences for the shadowing practice. Shadowing practice, daily routine. All right, let's continue with our Shadowing English Practice Podcast Challenge. Part 1, Simple Daily Actions. I'll say each sentence, and then I want you to try to say it right after me, or even at the same time if you feel comfortable. Just focus on copying the sounds, the speed, and the ups and downs of my voice. Ready? I wake up early every morning. Then I brush my teeth. I usually have coffee for breakfast. After that, I check my emails. I leave for work at 8 o'clock. During my lunch break, I read a book. I get home around 6 p.m. In the evening, I cook dinner. Then I watch a little TV. Finally, I go to bed by 10. Part 2, adding details to your day. How did that feel? Let's try some slightly longer sentences, still focusing on daily activities. Remember, it's about the flow. I set my alarm for 6:30 a.m. Before work, I like to take a quick shower. My commute to the office takes about 45 minutes. I always try to finish my most important tasks first. Sometimes I meet friends for a quick coffee. After dinner, I often go for a short walk. I enjoy listening to podcasts before falling asleep. You might be wondering, why am I doing this? How is just repeating going to help me speak better? That's a great question, and it goes back to how we learn our first language. As babies, we don't learn grammar rules. We just listen and imitate. We pick up the sounds, the rhythm, and the way words are connected. Shadowing taps into that natural learning process. When you shadow, you're not just repeating words, you're developing what we call muscle memory for your mouth. Your tongue and lips learn how to move to produce English sounds accurately. This is especially helpful for sounds that don't exist in your native language. Also, it helps with intonation and stress. English isn't a monotone language. Some words are stressed more than others, and the pitch of our voice goes up and down. This music of English is crucial for sounding natural and being understood. Shadowing helps you internalize these patterns. And finally, it improves your listening comprehension. When you're actively trying to reproduce what you hear, your ears become more attuned to the nuances of native speech, like connected speech where words link together, or reduced sounds that can be hard to catch. It really sharpens your ear. Shadowing practice, hobbies, and free time. All right, let's move on to another common topic, hobbies and free time. This will give you more variety in pronunciation and vocabulary. Remember, focus on imitating my voice. Part 1. Simple hobbies. I love to read books in my free time. My favorite hobby is playing guitar. On weekends, I enjoy hiking. I often go to the gym after work. Watching movies is very relaxing for me. I like to draw in my sketchbook. Cooking new recipes is a lot of fun. Part 2. Describing your interests. Now, slightly longer sentences, describing your hobbies and interests. I spend a lot of time learning about different cultures. I'm trying to learn how to play the piano in my spare time. Exploring new places and traveling is my biggest passion. Reading science fiction novels helps me escape reality. Tips for effective shadowing and troubleshooting. How are you feeling after those sets? Remember, it's okay if it feels challenging. That means you're pushing yourself, and that's exactly what we want. Let's quickly review some tips to make your shadowing practice even more effective and cover a few common questions you might have. Don't overthink it. Just try to imitate. Don't stop to think about grammar rules or vocabulary. The goal is to absorb the rhythm and sounds. The understanding will come later as you continue to listen and learn. Start with short phrases, like we just did. As you get more comfortable, you can move on to longer sentences and even paragraphs. It's about building up gradually. Listen actively. Even though you're repeating, try to pay attention to how the words flow together, how native speakers connect words, and where they put the stress. You're training your ears as much as your mouth. This isn't necessary for everyone, but if you want to seriously improve, recording your voice and then listening back can be incredibly helpful. You'll start to notice where you can improve your pronunciation, intonation, or rhythm. It might feel awkward at first, but it's a powerful tool for self-correction. Be patient. Shadowing is a skill that improves over time with consistent practice. Don't get discouraged if it feels awkward or difficult at first. Everyone starts there. Celebrate small improvements. What if I don't understand everything? That's perfectly fine. For shadowing, understanding is secondary to imitation. Your brain is absorbing the sounds and patterns subconsciously. You can always listen again later for comprehension. How often should I do it? Even 5 to 10 minutes a day consistently can make a huge difference. Regular, short bursts are often more effective than one long session once a week. What kind of material should I shadow? For beginners, stick to clear, slow speech. As you progress, you can try podcasts, news reports, or even scenes from movies with subtitles. Choose material you enjoy. This was just the first episode of our Shadowing English Practice podcast challenge. The more you do it, the more natural English will feel when you speak it. For your next practice session, you can repeat these same sentences or wait for our next episode where we'll introduce new material and perhaps try some different speeds. I truly believe that incorporating shadowing into your English learning routine will help you make significant progress in your speaking and listening. It's a powerful tool that countless successful language learners have used. I hope this episode has given you a great start to your shadowing journey. Keep practicing, keep listening, and keep speaking. You're doing great. If you found this episode helpful, please remember to like this video, share it with another English learner who might benefit, and most importantly, subscribe to the Learn English with Maria channel so you don't miss any future episodes of this challenge or other valuable English lessons. Also, I'd love to hear from you. What are your thoughts on shadowing? Have you tried it before? What are your biggest challenges when speaking English? Let me know in the comments below. Your feedback helps me create more content that you'll love. Thank you so much for joining me today. Keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.